So in a typical ETL project, your mapping sheet would look like this. It may not be identical, those 100% like this, but almost like this. It will have a summary or a overview tab. Then you have a version control, which tells about when what all things were changed or updated, and you have the entity information here. So this is very extensive and massive number of tabs will be there. I have taken a cut from my previous project just to explain the things in a simpler manner. Okay, so let's go to one of the entities. So there are two entities here. So one of the entities here, here you see there is a full name, delivery address and email ID. So on the very first day of your project, or you have landed in a new job, this sometimes looks very overwhelming. So you may not be able to figure out what exactly is going on here. It looks like a very complex document. But if you pay attention, you should be able to get some idea out of it. Like you see, it has a source field, source data type, target field, target data type, very organized. External API dependency, if any, many entries are here, none. And this is important, this is transformation rule. This is what applied on the source data then gets written to the target data by the ETL system. Then the business rules, the default value, the comments, and so on and so forth. Let's pick only couple of rows which looks complex here. They may not be really complex, but there are a lot of explanation here. So it says trim and split the customer.full name by comma. Trim and save first parts as person or first name. So some idea it's giving. So it looks like customer is the source table. Here it's mentioned that customer is the source table and person is the target table. So it is expecting that you should split the full name in the customer table by comma and save it to two different columns in the target field. You see, this is the target field, first name and last name. So that's what pretty much it is saying, that split the full name and save the last part as last name. Okay, so these two things to be tested. Let's say you are a manual tester or even automation tester, you have to test it manually first. So okay, let's see in a context. If you have access to your test environment database, it should pretty much look like this. Let's clear all the things, clear it, and let's go to source database, staging database and target database. So staging database is nothing but a replication of your source database. So exactly identical, whatever is here, let's say customer table, you should have that customer table in the staging DB also. See here. Okay, let's see what data it contains. Select star from customer. Okay, so it has a full name column, delivery address, email ID, so on and so forth. Okay, let's close this. Let's copy this query and go to staging database here and close this, clear this, and let's run that query here. Yes, it's exactly same because it's a replica of the source database. So let's clear this. From the spec, it looks like we have to split the full name and save it to the, so this is the bit we have to test, isn't it? And we, instead of we manually writing the query, let's take the help of LLM. So I have created a prompt here. So what the prompt says, you are a SQL expert assistant. Generate the transformation SQL query from the source table with the mappings below. I have to test the transformation logic applied on the source database using SQL. So you are telling LLM that you apply the transformation logic on the source database and give me a query. And you see that there are triple quotes here. Inside that you have to paste a query. So this is the header row. So let's pick the header row here. Control C or Command C, copy it and paste it here. Delete these 3 rows which we are going to paste the mapping rows here. So copy this, paste it here, enter, copy this, paste it here, enter. So you have pretty much the explanation about the headers and the entries. So in the above rows, first row is the header and the transformation column. So okay, so it's expecting this one. So this column, copy it and paste it here and wrap it by double quotes. Transformation column has the logic to transform the source data to target data, and the source is a what kind of database, whether it is a Oracle or Postgres or MySQL or whatever it is, just mention that, and the version also is helpful if you mention. So in this case, ours is a Postgres source version 12. Source table, as you know, it's a customer table. You don't have to give the target table because we are expecting, we are asking, we are giving instructions to the LLM with ChatGPT or the Copilot here that give me a SQL query by applying the transformation logic on the source database so that I can run and test it against the target database. So let's copy this and let's go to LLM. So ChatGPT is the LLM here. Let's paste it and enter. Yeah, so it has done the job, but you see it is saying insert into person. So it understood that we have to insert it. So but anyway, you can copy this and remove that insert thing because we are not really inserting anything. We are only interested in selecting and testing it. So what is the query it is doing and what is the output we are expecting? We are expecting the output as full name should be splitted by a comma. Basically Alice, comma Johnson here should be allied, and it should give me Alice and Johnson separately. Let's enter it. Yeah, it has done the job. First name, last name. Yeah, and this one you have to compare against the target database. So let's go to target database and see, select star from, and target database, it's not customers, it's persons, and enter here. So it has first name, last name as this, and your source data which is in staging, let's run it once again, first one. So both are matching. So system is working correctly and no bugs. If this doesn't match, you have to raise a bug, which is nothing but a defect, and you have to bring the development team's attention to that. They should fix it and you have to rerun the test. So, okay, anyway, we are focusing here on the LLM aspects, how you can take the help of LLM. So let's copy this query and take the help of let's say Copilot. Let's ask, this is the Copilot. You can go to github.com/Copilot. So it will give you, it will ask you some login details and all. So this looks pretty much free to me, and let's see how it behaves. So this is more smart, you see. This has given exactly what I'm looking for. Copy it. Remove it. Close this, clear it, and we'll rerun that with the Copilot query. Yeah, so it has done the job. You see, instead of spending hours to come up with the query, you can use this prompt. It saves you a lot of time and hassles. So you have less hassles now to deal with. Okay. If you want to experiment with the Grok, yes, of course, you can copy this. Go to Grok, paste it here, enter, see how it behaves. Oh, okay, so it's not bad. So it has given a shorter query. So basically you can mix and match and take which is the best one and do the testing. Okay, so this, but okay, yeah, guys, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any queries or questions, you want some other aspects of the ETL testing or any automation aspects or the manual testing aspects to be covered, please leave a comment and I will create another video on that.